Noted ripoff artist Sylvia Browne died Wednesday morning at the age of 77. Considering that she had gigs booked clear through until next April, and that she once told Larry King she was going to live to the age of 88, it looks like she died the way she lived, by royally screwing up psychic predictions. CNN had a very nice, flattering article about Sylvia Browne that was only nice and flattering because it completely missed every notable thing she ever did. For instance, they somehow forgot to mention the fact that Sylvia Browne once told Sean Hornbeck's parents that he had been kidnapped and murdered by a dark-skinned man with dreadlocks, when in fact Sean had been kidnapped by a white man and was being held just in the next neighborhood. Or there was that time she told the parents of 6-year-old Opal Jo Jennings that the girl had been sold into sex slavery in Japan, when in fact the little girl had been killed. Or there was that other family she told that their daughter was stripping in Hollywood, when in fact she had been dead for 5 years. The list goes on and on and on. In fact, back in 2010, a couple of researchers looked through hundreds of Sylvia's predictions and found that among them, not a single one could be verified as being true. And everyone that they could verify one way or the other, they found to be completely false. It's really surprising that at no point did Sylvia Browne suddenly realize she should just take the George Costanza method of just saying the opposite of what you think. But that's probably the benefit of ripping off people who are grieving. They don't really care that much about the track record of their psychic medium. Basically, Sylvia Browne was a highly efficient machine that turned people's sadness and grief into cigarettes and stacks of money. In fact, this machine was so efficient that its only byproduct was more sadness, making Sylvia Browne possibly the world's first free energy machine. It's kind of ironic that Sylvia Browne spent her entire life screwing up the memories people had of their dead and lost loved ones. I think that the best way to mark her passing would be to do the exact opposite and to remember Sylvia Browne as exactly what she was, a dangerous fraud.